And I think we went there for late dinner.
Yeah, absolutely.
We went there after the fucking wheel turn like
shit.
doctors. Come on.
That place isn't cheap either.
No. But listen, man. I didn't get sick. I could trust him. The day I went and met Lee and his mom for lunch, which made my fucking whole weekend.
Had you met her before?
Never.
What was she
I
like?
didn't know what to expect. I expected something completely different than what I met.
Yeah.
First of all, just the fact that my mom was dead 30-something years last week. Just the fact that he let me meet his mom, knowing how crazy he meant the world to me.
Yeah.
I was expecting an attorney. I was expecting a woman with the temperament, forgive the English, of a Jewish attorney.
Yeah.
Single, divorced, 60s. She's already seen it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I expected. I ended up sitting next to the sweetest woman I've met in years.
Really?
And I could tell she was lonely. I could tell she wants Lee back. So now I'm guilty because you and I, if my mom was alive, I'd live around the corner. I'd be rubbing her feet and breaking her balls and making me cook. Right or wrong.
Right.
If I had a chance to be with my mother again, I would dump my girlfriend. Not worth the aggravation. I'd throw my mom 8. What's the mortgage here, Mom? 12. Here's 9. Let me live downstairs like a doctor. Which means, you know what a doctor means, dog? Means when you wake up, you know what you wake up to? Mom with bacon, 2 eggs, toast, just how you like it. Drink the coffee, Greg, before it gets cold.
And she's standing there with the pot.
Right there, like as you're pissing. Yeah, she's telling you about the weather and what happened and what avenue to take because it's busy and Mr. Mailman got cancer. That's what a mom does.
You don't need any apps
Fuck
when you got
women.
a mom.
You can jerk off in the bathroom. Nobody bothers you. She's just happy you're there.
Yeah.
At that age, they get to a point with mom and dad where they don't give a fuck. They're just happy that you're there and you're having a great time. You don't. You know what? You can't bring women there. And you can't disrespect them and get high in the house. You got to give them that. Who gives a fuck? I'll take a walk. How old am I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But think about because I haven't had a mom in 30 years. So when Lee goes, yeah, she's what, are you fucking kidding me, Lee? All these assholes paying rent.
How long you been gone?
Well, I've been here almost 6, and then I was gone for 4 of college, so pretty much 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ready to head back home. You know what I'm saying, Mom, what's the mortgage here? What do you need a month to make you happy? Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm taking the basement over. I'm redoing the basement, a disco ball. They don't give a fuck, Jack. When you walk in at 5:01, they're at the door with dinner, slippers, ready for you, at attention. Again, with all the details.
And there's always something in the fridge.
I know
Fucking
you're
hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Always.
A
Some
homemade
3-bean
cake.
salad,
A
a
homemade cake.
Yeah.
There's a homemade cake. Where are you going to go? You put weights downstairs, right? A punching bag. You get elliptical. You don't go nowhere.
Right.
You go out and get a job just minimally.
Yeah.
That's it. Mom, what do we need here to make it happen? So what? I got my dick sucked at the massage parlor once a week. I got the fungi nail. What's my nut? $1,500. I work at the deli just to live at home.
You're spending half your paycheck on a blowjob.
Yeah, who cares? Right? When you live with mom, if you live with mom, you're a widow.
Yeah.
You know you go somewhere to get your dick sucked and your balls licked.
That's right.
You go somewhere filthy because that's what balance out living with mom. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who lives with mom has like a girlfriend, but they do something filthy.
Yeah.
Because that makes you feel normal. Where you been, Greg? Ma, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I've been somewhere you don't want to know.
And the thought of living with my mom, like, it wasn't her, but I wanted to get out at 18, and now I don't want to live with her, but I want to live within like 20 minutes. So,
I'll tell you what, 3 months ain't bad with mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could do 3 months, yeah, if I had to.
You tell the girlfriend you're getting your head together, not to call for 3. Listen, don't call for 3 months. I'm getting my head together. I got somebody taking care of me. What do I need you for?
You come back, your toenails are clipped, you're fucking smiling.
Oh, they rub apple cider on your toe and shit. You know what I'm saying? They put that exorcist acid on your toenail. They still moms will do anything. They'll pop the pimples on your back, right?
Oh, fuck.
They'll do anything. Ma, I got a blackhead right under my nutsack.
Yeah.
They put the glasses on with the light over it and shit. They'll get that blackhead.
I used to jerk off on my T-shirts, and I thought years later about how, you know how they were all clumped together? You ever come on a T-shirt and it just all sticks to itself? When I was younger, anyway. And then I think about my mom would have to see that shit, and she'd wash it. You know, think about what moms do for you.
No, but I see that's where you trick them. You got to blow your nose in them. So now they don't really know I blow my nose and everything. Underwear, dirty socks.
Yeah. But that wouldn't be a
tricks
good
my
excuse
wife.
for my mom. My mom
No.
like, why are you blowing your nose in your shirts?
Because it's right here and I don't want to fucking, how many trees can we kill? How many trees can we kill? Have you ever thought about trees, Ma? You're the one that's up here the other day, vote for Clinton. Now you don't give a fuck about trees.
Jerking off is green. You got to keep it green.
I don't know. I used to jerk off on something. When I was disgusting, I'd jerk off on a shirt and put it on. Like I'm one of those.
Yeah?
You unfold that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's got that starch.
Looks
It's got
like a
that sticky
tie-dye.
icky. It looks like somebody shot it with something hard, like
Wait.
candle wax.
You need to clarify what you just said. It sounds like you just like laid your shirt out on your bed, jerked off on it. And
No.
then put it on.
Sometimes no. See, I told you I'm uncircumcised, so I always got a 3-minute pause because I just hold on to the top of the turtleneck.
Why?
And it blows up like a snake from the fucking cum, and that gives me like this.
Shut the fuck up.
You didn't know that, Doug? You didn't know that? No. I'm uncircumcised. So when I feel myself, when I whack off by myself, I just hold on to the top. And it gives, like, I sit there for a minute or two and think what I want to do. I look around. It fills up like a fucking, like a back of a cobra. Like, it fills up. And I go to the toilet and just pull the skin back. And it comes out like a fucking burp, like a boop. It just comes out, one whole thing. I take toilet paper, I wipe off the helmet, I take a quick piss, and it's over. That's it. Nobody gets their feelings hurt. And there's no witnesses. He's on his way to the Hudson
Well,
River.
you got a name for that move?
No, it's called the Joey Diaz. I just
the
hold
Joey
on to the
Diaz.
top, and it swells up. I
Squeeze
hold
it.
on to the uncircumcised
Yeah.
meat, and it swells up.
Like it's choked.
I've held it for 5-6 minutes sometimes.
Why?
I
Why
just-
not just let it go?
because what? And do what? Stain something? I leave witnesses.
So you can enjoy it, holding on to it?
I don't enjoy it, but I gotta come on something. I gotta bend over and get a sock. I can just hold it in 2 minutes. Once fucking I find out whether Lenny Briscoe's fired or not, I can go over and unleash the fucking dragon juice. This is a great podcast on a Monday night. This is a great way to start your week. I'm sorry about it. Went to this topic. I thought you knew. I said it on the
I
Rogan
had no
podcast
idea. I
years
never
ago.
heard that before.
Oh, I've been doing that since day one. It gives you like a little time. Sometimes you just whack off and you come wherever you want.
I think there's some Karma Sutra thing about grabbing the base, or like tantric. Is that tantric when you grab the base?
I watched. Listen,
But it's before you come and it stops you from coming.
years ago when I used to do Blow, one of those channels used to have late night 2 Indians fucking,
Yeah.
like a bunch of Indian women fucking. They were hot.
Like
but
Middle
they-
Eastern Indian?
Yeah, like the ones in 7-Eleven. But they were doing they were doing sex acts, and it was called Kama Sutra.
Yeah.
That was the name of the show. I don't know. This Felicia used to date a guy that was into Kama Sutra, and she said he'd fucking never come.
Yeah.
That he'd do that. One night she came 18 times. He didn't come one time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know about that stuff.
That sounds like you're a caddy. You're not playing.
Yeah, like you can't come, but I see a lot of Hindus. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it don't work.
Yeah.
Kama Sutra don't work. I see a lot of Hindus. You know what I'm saying?
I think the Kama Sutra is for making more Hindus.
No, because you're not supposed to come.
Yeah, you're not supposed to come.
Listen, I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I don't know. I'm smoking dope and eating edibles. What the fuck do I know? I'm just a fat fuck who's uninformed. It's not like I'm sitting here with a computer Googling fucking Hindus and Kama Sutra. It's good to see you, dog. Always
to
a
see
pleasure
you.
to see you, man.
Yeah, it's a
you
pleasure.
came in looking like I stole your lunchbox.
I know.
I'm like, what the fuck? It's over. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, we're living in weird times. If you haven't opened your eyes, the last 10 years has been rough on a lot of people. We were just talking about the film industry. Dog, if I was still shooting shit, look, I got a call the other day for a friend. I forget what the fuck the kid's name is. I did a shitty movie with him once, and he blew up. This dude blew the fuck up. He did those Clint Eastwood movies. And I just went to see the one about the pilot, Sully.
Yeah.
And he had a 3-minute role in that. I don't give a fuck if it was 3 minutes or not. I wasn't on that fucking movie,
Right.
you know? So I get a call Friday. He wants me to do his web series, you know? And I go, okay, I'm fucking on it. Lou Lombardi and him.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah. Lou Lombardi was the guy who played the cop to Big Pussy in The Sopranos that always tormented
Oh,
him.
yeah, of course.
Great guy. Great fucking guy. I know him from auditions. He used to come to the Comedy Store. It'd be great, but it's digital SAG.
Yeah.
it pays a yardstick.
Yeah, right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You do know this. I'm not joking.
No shit.
$100 a day.
Really?
I'd love to do it, but I'd have to cancel the park. No. I'm figuring it's a yardstick. What's digital? 7 minutes? You do a take, another take, and you go home.
Yeah.
211.
Damn.
For how many days?
Just Wednesday.
For $100?
A yardstick.
Fuck.
You know, we were talking about acting, how it used to affect our income. I barely make level 2 insurance, brother.
Right.
And 3/4 of it, to be honest with you, is on residuals. And half of that is the longest yard in Spider-Man 2. The longest yard has been keeping me in pork chops.
It is the longest yard.
It's
Yeah.
the longest yard. It's stretched out.
Fuck.
And they play it, no football season, Thanksgiving, 8 o'clock on CBS. I just got that check 2 weeks ago. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Nice.
Like, you know, you sit there. That's what's keeping me in pork chops. But it wasn't, I never made money acting like people spoke about. Like, I always got the shit under the stick. I'm not complaining. But I tell you where my forte was. When I first got here, I got into co-stars. And one day, somebody made a mistake and paid me the wrong rate. And that became my rate. So I would go in for every co-star in the beginning, and they would shit their pants. But I was so badass in the auditions that they'd have to fucking give it to me.
yeah.
I learned that I got to go in there, and that's my value now. I got to go in there. Like, my guest star role number wasn't good. At that time, I wasn't booking guest stars. I had never booked a guest star. But that disappeared, Lisa. I had. Those days disappeared. In those days, I'd get calls from Greg going, Joey, what are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. My friend's got a show on CBS. They're looking for a garbage man. I told them about you. It's co-star, but they're going to pay you $1,600 for the fucking day. $1,600? I'm getting $15 spots at the store. That's not bad.
I love when people in this industry call and they're apologizing about amazing rates. I remember I got a call. Someone apologized and they wanted to pay me $1,200 a week, and I was making $875. And I was like, oh, I think I'll be able to. They're like, will you be able to handle $1,200 a week? Is that okay? I'm like, I think I'll be able to manage.
Was that Joey Diaz talking to you?
No, it was I was going to work for Hell's Kitchen.
It was just amazing how that salary killed me. I was getting 10 of those. I was getting 12 of those. One a month. All I had to do was go to Warner Brothers or go to Sony. And half of them I was auditioning for. You know where I was booking shit? Actors Access.
What's that? Back page?
Actors Access is a fucking computer page that you go to. You set up a page. You put a headshot. But the industry has to go through that. So if somebody wants to see Greg Fitzsimmons today, you have to have a reel on Actors Access. And then they'll email that reel with the fucking thing.
Okay.
So I set up an account early on. Somebody go to Actors Access. First thing I booked was a film that flew me to Jamaica. I got fired, but they had to pay me a year later. Yeah, I got fired.
It took a year to get the Jamaicans to pay you?
No. SAG is a motherfucker. See, if you owe me $1,500, SAG wants $4,800. Late fees, movie penalties, blah, 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 blah. So on paper, all I wanted was $2,200. That's all I wanted. I wanted what I was supposed to get. The misunderstanding was not on me. It was clear from SAG. It was them. As soon as you get on a fucking set, as soon as you touch base in a foreign fucking land, they're supposed to give you per diem, the script, your own hotel room. They wanted me to share a hotel room with the cameraman. They never had a script.
Wow.
And they said you have to wait like a week for per diem. What are you fucking talking about? There's a fucking waiter at the restaurant that's got a tree of weed for me for $100. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Guy showed up to my room and he had the stem of a fucking tree.
Holy shit.
Lee, it was like this, with buds going all the way fucking down it, just on a fucking stem.
Shit. That was from the waiter?
From the waiter. As soon as I got there, I went to the restaurant, started talking to him. He came back out and it was in his pocket. He stuck it in there like a knife. Are you fucking kidding me? And these people didn't have it. I complained. They got pissed off. They said, you could take the next plane out tomorrow. I said, fine. And I left. And then I came back, filed the fucking motion.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year later, the guy called me. The story was, the guy owned a strip club. And he had a stripper he was in love with. But for her to move in, he had to pay for her first movie. So he went in his pocket and put $300,000 down, put another $150,000
Shit.
bond through SAG.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, he was in love with this
Just
woman.
to get her to move in.
Just to get her to love him. Like, during the shoot, there was drama with him and her. He wanted her to stay in the room.
Oh,
She
yeah?
wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, she was holding on to a deal. So he got 2 movie stars to do the role. You ready? George Jefferson and the black girl from Baywatch.
Yeah?
Those were his leading stars that were going to take this to the cinema and they were going to win Cannes Award. I'm sitting there going, oh, this is a bunch of bullshit.
George Jefferson.
Yeah, and he hired him and some waiter from the strip club to write the script. I saw the first 10 pages, like what I was supposed to read.
Yeah.
Shit was misspelled. It was just a horror show, and it was my fault for being a fucking gabon, you know. But then,
What, does a job? You know, you got to go do a job.
I booked Cold Case when Cold Case first came on. First fucking came on. I'm on the Cold Case first. I showed Julie how big I was. When it first came on, I clicked on to one. You pay $2 per submission. It came up. It's the breakdowns without the big stuff.
Yeah.
They hold out the big stuff and they give you a lot more non-union stuff if you're starting out. But the early shows, the first season, they don't know what they're looking for. So they go on Actors Access. Bam, I nailed the Cold Case, dog. And Cold Case was great the first season. I came on in February after it picked up momentum.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck you think you're dealing with, Joey Bananas?
So then that gets added to your resume on the website. So they
Which
can
website?
constantly see what's it called that you list your-
IMDb.
No, the one that you the casting agents look at. So that'll have your resume on it, contact info.
All that shit. All that shit's on there. When you sign with a good theatrical agent, they fucking beat you up about that. We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.